And good morning. Good morning to my beautiful DoMoreLife family. It is good to see you guys. I currently do not see anybody in the chat. So if there is someone in the chat, could you please type something so that I know we got a sound check? Oh, there we go. Hello, Lyle. Good morning to you. Glad to see you in here. I'm going to try to pack as much information as I can into this video, and I think it will be very, very helpful for most of you that are looking to come to Thailand as soon as possible. I certainly hope that you get the necessary information that you need, and I'm waiting on a few people to drop in. So we're just going to stand by and give it about a minute and a half to 2 minutes here. And then I'm going to start giving you Thailand updates and information, particularly Thailand travel updates and information. And also, are we coming or going? That's what most people are asking. Are we coming? Are we going? Are we staying? Are we leaving? We don't know. Good morning to Mitchell, Ty Guy Bride. What's up, buddy? Mr. Marco One, Jess. That's Jess. Jess from LA. Good to see you. Roger McGee. What's up, buddy? Started visa process today. Good for you, man. Good for you. So if I make any mistakes, you can correct them. That's awesome. Robert, good morning. Good to have you in here. I got a couple of my good moderators in here, and hopefully Stuck will pop in at some point in time. Thank you for putting up the PayPal link, Robert. For those of you that don't know, this channel functions as a multi-role channel. We do news and information. We also go places, and we need equipment and money to make that happen, and that is what the PayPal link is for. So if you contribute to the channel, consider it an investment in future videos to come. This week, for example, I laid out well, not many, but I laid out an example of everywhere that I went on the 2-week vacation I had, which was provided in large part by you guys, and I really appreciate that. Mango Sticky Rice, good to see you. Mean Red Machine 8, good to see you, man. Tom Bernard, what's up? Mr. Callaghan, hello. Roger says all I did was email lawyer and said get me a visa. We're going to talk about that. We're definitely going to talk about that for sure. So first thing I want to talk about in terms of travel updates is, so it's always been a moving target in terms of getting a visa to come to Thailand. Okay. Oh, Mr. Mark 01, thank you very much for your super chat. Much appreciated, my friend. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So much. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yes, and our goal is to always give good information on here. So, good morning, Griffin. Good to see you, bud. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it. We want to talk about travel visas and tourist visas and retirement visas. We want to talk about all Thai visas and a new requirement that has come down with them. The requirement that has come down with them is insurance. So you're going to have insurance, not just basic insurance, but you're going to have the insurance that covers it, right? And Thailand does have packages. I'm sorry, I'm drinking Coca-Cola this morning. I ran out of green juice. But you're going to have insurance that covers it, and that is going to be your primary type of insurance, unless you are applying for a retirement visa, in which case you will need, in addition to coverage for you will have to provide a insurance policy no less than 400,000 baht inpatient and 40,000 baht outpatient. The good news is it's very affordable to do that. I would recommend contacting AIA Insurance here in Thailand. That's the policy I have. I have a million baht inpatient, and then I have a million baht what's the word I'm looking for? Accidental policy, which covers most outpatient stuff too. And both of those together cost me about $1,400, roughly $1,400 for a year. Very good insurance. Yeah, I do need some more green juice, Robert. You're right. I woke up with a bad toothache this morning. Anyway, back to the travel stuff. I wanted to be sure that I mention, and let me see if I can pull up my video on my cell phone here, because if I can do that, I wrote a lengthy description in this video, which kind of should give more information and give you guys the exact up-to-date what I know as of right now. And let me see if I can get that pulled up. Let's see. Yes, I absolutely can. Okay, great. Cody, what's happening, brother? Good to see you, man. Lyle says is thought there was no more Coke in your house. Yep. I'm slowly weaning myself off of it, brother. Slowly, very slowly. So it's a fair question to ask, like, are we coming or going? Are we staying? Whatever. Every visa category now, this is the first thing you need to know. Every visa category, even a 60-day tourist visa, which you can get, it requires a ton of paperwork, and you're going to have to do 14 days of ASQ, no matter what. So when that happens, just know that, okay? So you're going to have, if you get a 60-day tourist visa, 14 days are gone, because you're going to have to do ASQ. Actually, if you're coming from the West, it'll be 15 or 15 and a half days will be gone, maybe 16, depending on your flight. So these are things that are super, super important to remember when you plan for a vacation, because not many people are going to be, willing to do the 14-day ASQ. Siam Hotel is like 180 a night for 15 days and is approved Q Hotel. Yep. So the Tourism Authority of Thailand, or TAT, now have 3 packages. You can go to their website and look up exactly the 3 packages, what they mean, and what you can get for them. In my opinion, I don't know what the discounts are. They claim to have discounts, so if they didn't go into a lot of detail. I think it's one of those things that is yet to be approved by the cabinet. Thus, it's not really law yet. It's my, opinion. Yes, it is an extravagant hotel, Cody, and I will definitely. I'm going to start doing hotel reviews here. Oh, Mark, can't you say that? Can't you say that? We can't talk about anything political. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Don't take offense to it, but we can't talk about political stuff. We don't talk about it on this channel. But to answer your question, I have not been bothered in any manner by that situation. So I'm very sorry I had to delete your message, but we just don't keep those. We don't do anything surrounding politics and period. Just want to know if it's safe. Yeah, absolutely, 100%, 100%. It's safe. It's totally safe to come over here. There's no reason you should stay home because of that, and that's a valid question, very fair question. But no, there's the civil part of Thailand is civil, and it's all good. Long weekend coming up, says Robert. Help the travel fund. Yes, that is a good point. I have a 4-day weekend coming up next weekend, and I would like to go on a small trip and I could probably do it for about $250. Right now, the travel fund has $25 in it. So that's kind of our that's kind of where we stand. So if you would like to contribute to more travel vlogs, and you know I travel because you've seen some of the vlogs from Krabi and you've seen some from Pattaya that I just published last week. And there are going to be more. I'm going to be editing today, tomorrow, and I'll be putting out videos next week as well. But yes, thank you, Robert, for putting that up there. Cody says 5 more years will be a different story for me. True. Hey, Frank, I want to drop in and say hi. Talk soon. I'm dying to talk to you, man. I really am. Wish you all the best, buddy. Cody says, after watching streamers in Mexico and Colombia, Thailand is at the top of the safe level. That's what I've heard. Yes, we're happy for Roger for sure. That beach you showed in Krabi was beautiful last bit. Thank you, Cody. That was Hong Island, and it was one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my life. It really was. If you're enjoying the content, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Great videos from the islands. Phuket is beautiful. Camera very nice. Thank you, Hood Famous. I appreciate that. What else did I want to mention? I wanted to mention that the TAT and Thai immigration, they are trying all kinds of schemes to bring back tourism to Thailand. And when I say tourism, I mean general tourism, like it used to be, that kind of thing. Mr. Mark 01 says, so Bangkok, Pattaya, or Phuket, just want to hit a good place. If you want everything in one spot, Bangkok. If you're here for just the nightlife, Pattaya or Phuket. I personally would recommend Pattaya, but that's just because I'm so familiar with it. Where are my moderators? Anyway, moving right along. At the time I'm making this video, the Thai visas can be, hey Stuck, glad you're in the house, man. Good to see you. Thank you for dropping by, brother. Appreciate it. Cody says, don't mind Ben Tucker. He gets mad every time I scratch him. I like it. At the time of making this video, it's important to understand that the Thai immigration system is doing everything they can to try to figure out a way for general tourism. But the latest that I've heard is there will be no general tourism until Q2 of 2021. Now, that's citing from news sources here in Thailand, which basically means from May to April. I'm sorry, from March. I probably wrote that wrong in the description. From March, April, May, possibly even into June. That could be your window where things start to pick up, especially when the V starts rolling around. So when people start doing this, it's likely that travel will pick up. Hood Famous says, my last trip, I went to Bangkok 1 week, 3 weeks, Phuket, Patong Beach. Phuket or Pattaya is entirely up to you. I just happen to know Pattaya much better than I know Phuket because I've never been to Phuket. So that's just my opinion on that. April, hopefully, yes, I would say definitely, hopefully April. Marco 1 says second quarter is tough weather-wise, correct? Not really. Darren says nothing until July. And hey, Prince, good to see you, bud. Says no, it's just hot in March, and yeah, it is. It's very hot in March. Roger says he will be right back. Steve Benfield, what's up, buddy? He says, if applying for an OA visa, retirement visa, be careful which company you use. Some companies are not valid for that visa. Unfortunately, AIA is one of them. Definitely do your research. I read something about that on your Facebook post, Steve. You're not talking about AIA, the insurance company, I hope, because that's my insurance company. Um, uh, yeah, but definitely be cautious when you use agencies. Period. Darren says, "Who is going to book with airlines with high degree of changes of rules?" Yeah, it's not really a good time to book. It's really not. You're not gonna see those things coming. You're just not gonna see a lot of people booking right now because you never know what's going to change. As I stated in the description, it's like the thumbnail on this video, the background, the details are always blurry. Steve says, yes. Wow. I'm shocked. I believe you, but, I'm shocked. I'm really, really shocked. That's, wow. Thanks for sharing that, Steve. Darren says, I am not booking with Airways. High degree, lose money if situation changes. That's an accurate point. And I encourage you guys to look up the new the travel plans. So for tourists, they have stuff for tourist visas, and then they have stuff for the SVT, the special tourist visa, or special STV, special tourist visa, as well. Jose says touring will only come back once Q ends and the V is given. I agree with that 100,000%. Hey, Jose. And thank you for summing it up in those terms. I agree with that. And that's basically what this video is about. You pretty much covered it right there. Owen from the U.S., what's best airline? EVA to Taiwan. That's what I did. EVA Air to Taiwan is, if you leave from the East Coast, it's a 15 and a half hour flight, but EVA Air is just fantastic. They're a fantastic airline. They really are. Ty Guy Bryce says soy 6 on day one. You won't want to leave. That's possibly true. When I was in Pattaya last week, only about half of soy 6. Well, I say one third, and 1/3 of soy 6 is operational, fully operational right now. But there's still enough there for you to do. Hood Famous says everything will open, but it will kill our pockets because we're booking kind of late. That's true. One good thing about being in Thailand now is that I can travel domestically, and traveling domestically right now is super cheap. I mean, it's super cheap. As long as you don't fly Thai Airways, you're good to go. So, and a lot of nothing against Thai Airways, nothing against Thai Airways. I'm just saying their prices are higher. That's all I mean. Steve says, unfortunately for the 440, I tried, have some life insurance with them, was told by immigration only those on the list will comply. Can you expand on what the list is, Steve? I would be very interested to hear that, and I'm sure the rest of the room would as well. Only those on the list will comply. I don't understand what that means. If you can clarify that, I would really appreciate it, brother. Hood says, Thai Guy, yes, sir. The legendary will get a visit. I hear you, man. Robert says, help the channel travel fund if you can. More travel is coming up soon. That's true. Your contribution will help bring more content to the channel. It always does. That's what it's here for. Ty Guy Bryce says, quote of the day from JC, soy 6, always something to do. That's true. That's true. Let's see. BLWK, when do you think Thailand will go back to normal things? Well, we talked about that earlier, and we said right now, Thailand's saying Q2 of 2021, there will be some normalcies. But hey, Jose really summed it up, and I agree with him 100%. When they drop the queue, in other words, when you don't have to come in and stay for 14 days in a hotel, that they pick, when they drop that and you have the V, then you will probably be okay to travel. Prince says you can go to Soy 6 or you can go to the mall and open up Tinder. Up to you. Yes, it's 100% true as well. Or Thai friendly. Either one of those works. Let me clarify something real quick, guys. Just so you know, I did not, when I'm making a series based on a very good person that has helped me tremendously. I'm making several series, but I released the first series on rules for men in Pattaya. Okay. And in that video, I talked about not having relationships or being extraordinarily careful with relationships of the women in Pattaya. I was referring to the women in the nightlife, okay? Nightlife women, the people that work in the entertainment part of that. I was not referring to your average girl that works at Subway or 7-Eleven or at the malls and that kind of thing. I understand some of those girls end up on Beach Road at night, but that's not who I was referring to. So let me just say that. And I don't want to get back on that, but let me just say that. 01 says have fiance in the Philippines, but need to travel to Thailand first before the ball and chain. I hear you, buddy. Need to get it out of your system. I understand. What else did I want to get to? You will need a COE, which is a certificate of entry, for all visa categories when entering Thailand. So you have to, the timing of this has to be great rules talk. You're a good dad, says Griffin. I don't know who he's talking to about being a dad, but it's definitely not me. I don't have any kids. But good comment, Griffin. No matter what kind of visa in the past, if you came in and got a 30-day stamp, or if you came in and got a 60-day tourist visa, or not came in and got, if you got a 60-day tourist visa from an embassy somewhere and came to Thailand, you didn't have to have insurance or anything like that. You just came in. There was a time when there was like a 20,000 baht quota that you had to meet. Some of that was enforced at different places. Some of it was not. So I think it's imperative that you guys know that that's no longer the case. Oh, okay, Griffin, I got you. Your talk was like a dad. Good. I've already recorded 6 videos in that series, and I've got about 6 more to go. So we're going to be putting some of those out in the coming weeks. And they're all kind of based around like that, but they're going to be based on different theories or on different places, different things that men usually have problems with in Pattaya. In addition, now you're definitely going to have the insurance. You're going to have it, but you have to make sure that it is covered in the insurance when you come. So when you're at your embassy in your home country, be sure that whatever insurance package they give you, or if, like Steve said earlier, if you are using an agency or a company, like he mentioned AIA, I've never had problems with him, but he has, and that's everybody has a different experience, and I believe him just because he's an honest dude. Be sure that you're going to get that coverage before you come, or you're going to have a problem. You're going to need to get that COE, that certificate of entry, 72 hours prior to coming. Okay, you have to time all this stuff just right, because you have to get your visa on time from your consulate. You have to get your COE and any other medical, and then you have to get your flight booked on time, and it's got to leave on pretty much on time. I mean, it's just a mess right now, to be honest with you. Let me make sure that it's very cumbersome is the word that I use. It's very, very cumbersome. And I would encourage you guys not to stress yourself out with it. What I would do is call a legal professional here in Thailand. I personally recommend Integrity Legal here. They've always been good to me. I have no problem with them. Is there anything that I missed in basically what I was wanting to say? So international tourism is the big thing, and that is what Thailand is really looking for right now, is a way to open the country back up to international tourism. And right now, it's just not happening. For those of you that don't know, and I'm going to keep this very politically correct, there were some Thais that were in Myanmar and made their way back. Integrity get you a tourism visa for about $750. Awesome, Roger. That's not bad. That's not bad, and I assume that includes all the insurance and everything that you need. So that's not bad at all, really. But if you're not a person that has a month and a half or 2 months off, then it would just be, because you're going to spend basically 15 days. They call it 14, but it's really 15 days in ASQ. So if you're going to spend 15 days in ASQ and you want to have a 2-week vacation in Thailand, well, congratulations, you just bought yourself 2 weeks in a hotel that you can't move out of, or that you can't leave. Thai Guy Brian says, I saw a post about Thai women plastered all over Facebook. Very, very silly. I'm not sure what the context is behind that, Thai Guy. Alan, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you this morning. Thanks for dropping by. So what we really want to do is talk about, the international part of tourism. If you're a domestic tourist like I currently am here in Thailand. Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention. Pat Bong, it seems everyone keeps moving the goalpost on the situation, so you never know what's going on. Frustrating. I agree. It is frustrating, but at the same time, the goalpost has moved. Since I've been in Thailand, the goalpost has been constantly moving on a number of issues. It's just one of those things you learn how to get used to when you live here, I guess. Thai Guy Bryce says the Thai women who tried to re-enter Thailand illegally. Yeah. So they have created now a small, I don't want to use the O word. They have made available the V to several other people, and they're in some serious trouble, by the way. Marco Juan, are the hotels approved for QC, also approved for food? That would depend on the hotel itself, but I imagine that most of them would. It's dependent upon which hotel you choose, because you can choose a lower end hotel or you can choose a higher end hotel. And just like if you were coming on a regular vacation and they said, this hotel includes breakfast, this one doesn't, it would be kind of the same thing. But if you look at the Thai Tourism Authority, okay, Roger says they all provide food, so that would make logical sense. I would also think that I was thinking of in the hotel itself. I don't know if they have like Grab drivers or other Food Panda and that kind of thing bring the food, or if it's just already in the hotel. I'm not sure. Hood Famer says, Jeremy, question. My Thai friend went to Dominican Republic for vacation. She's back in Thailand now. No 14-day, maybe because she's Thai. That's very interesting. It doesn't matter if you're Thai or not. It's supposed to not matter if you're Thai or not. You still should have to undergo the 14-day. So that's a very interesting story. Of course, some things happen. I mean, money makes a lot of things move in Thailand. Definitely. Roger says hot dog or steak depends on where you go. Gotcha, buddy. That makes sense right there. Gotcha, 100%. Alan says, please answer my visa question above. I'm sorry, Alan. Did I miss your visa question? Oh, there it is. I'm a little confused what the cost for a 30-day visa. There is no 30-day visa right now. That's the answer to your question. There is no 30-day visa right now. There is only a 60-day option and the special tourist visa option, which is 90 days up front, and then you can renew it 3 times. And the costs associated with that, as Roger just said, for a 60-day tourist visa, which includes your mandatory ASQ for 14 days and medical stuff that you need, such as the COE, the certificate of entry, insurance that you have to have, all that through Integrity Legal, you can get it for about $750 US. And to me, right now, that's just not worth the money unless you had that kind of money to blow. I apologize, Alan. I did not see your question earlier. Very sorry about that. Robert says PayPal challenge. If we get $100 by PayPal, I will send 20. Hey, there you go. Maybe somebody will come. Maybe somebody will come through today. You never know what'll happen, Robert. We certainly got some good information out. That's for sure. Stuck. What's up, bro? I was listening but busy wrapping venison. Good for you, man. I hadn't had deer in a long time. Man, that would be so good. Yeah, sorry about that, Alan. But I'm glad I was able to answer that for you. Hood Famous says, I'm making a movie called Getting to Thailand. You know what? If you made a documentary right now about getting to Thailand, it would probably be picked up by like National Geographic or something. Roger said, oh, that's just the lawyer fee. I see. So that doesn't include any of the packages that the TAT is talking about, or it also doesn't include insurance or anything like that. Is that correct, Roger? Yeah, always good to see Stuck in the house. I'm glad you're here, bro. But those are really the major obstacles right now. There's a lot of red tape you have to come through. Roger says yes. Okay. So that is just the lawyer fee. So there's no telling what the actual cost will be. I'm sure Roger will keep us posted on what the actual cost. Roger, if you could, when you find out what the grand total is going to be for the lawyer, for the visa, the insurance, everything to get you in the country and allow you to, everything to get you in the country legally done right. If you could share that amount with us at some point in time, that'd be great. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. So just kind of, cleaning up some things that we had said earlier, not really cleaning up, but more clarifying, is that international travel is going to be difficult. And if you're not a person who is retired or semi-retired, or who has a lot of money and time on their hands, and I'm not saying you have to be rich or anything, but you could be very, very, very good with managing money. But I just, like me, if I was in the States, there's no way I could get into Thailand because I just wouldn't have that kind of money. Ooh, we got some PayPals in, but no emails. And there comes some emails. Let's see here. What we got? Thank you guys so much. Because Robert did put out $100 challenge. My emails are going very, very slow today. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. Looks like we have 2 of them. I think. 2 of them. This was Mr. Mango Sticky Rice. He says, "Remember me when you get rich." I sure will, bud. And then I won't show his whole name because nobody shows the whole name. $5 PayPal. Thank you. So that puts us up to about 25 or so. Hey, there comes another one from Roger. Thank you, brother. It hadn't come through it went through PayPal, but the email hadn't come in yet. There it is. Roger McGee, $20. Looks like we're moving towards that 100 there, Robert. I like that. So that puts us at about 40. That's good. I have no issue with that at all. 40, and I appreciate that, guys. I really, really, really appreciate that. I've learned that a little goes a long way. The King Leeway, what's up, bud? Hi, Jeremy and everyone. Hit the like. Yes, definitely hit the like. Hope you're doing well, man. Griffin said, "I will start off with $5." Okay, good enough, buddy. Let's see. Hey, there's Ross. Happy Saturday. Oh, Ross, thank you for going through and answering some comments on your famous the exact amount of money you need to retire in Thailand video. If you have not seen that video, you should go to my most popular uploads, and I think his video is about the 5th or 6th video in that category. It's an excellent video on how to. It's not the exact. The title is the exact amount of money you need in Thailand to retire, but the why is my thing so quiet today? I don't know. He gives a formula, very good formula, on if you want to not work and you want to spend this much money, this is how much money you need to save. Real good video. So thank you, Ross, again. I appreciate that. But we've really covered a bunch in this video, a lot, to be honest. Let's see. The King Leeway says DML stat 16 likes, 25 million viewers, representatives in the house. 25 million viewers. I love it. Girl says the response people left are comical. I know they really were, man. I was putting some of them through. Some of them were just so stupid that I couldn't. I just couldn't bring myself to to put the comments up there. But you did a good job answering them, and I appreciate that. So that's the latest, guys, on the international. If you're going to come in internationally, and I know some of you guys are doing it like Roger. You're setting everything up, getting everything ready. That really is the context of, are you coming or are you going? And right now, I can't blame you if you're not coming. It's expensive. It really is. And I would encourage you guys to, rather than try to get here quickly, try to get here after the V comes out and when they drop the Q. And that would be more beneficial to you, I think, than having to go through with all the stuff. Ross says we were just in northern Thailand for 10 days. Very little, not like Rayong. Yep. It goes and comes around here in Bangkok as well. Some of the older people are like, yeah, and a lot of the younger people are still doing it around here. So it is what it is. But as I pointed out earlier, yeah, that sunrise picture that he put out was absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think, did you put out the whole video yet, Ross? I haven't had a chance to check it, buddy. But I know you. I talked to you several times while you were up there, and he showed me some views, and it was absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I would love to travel to a place like that. Which brings me back to the channel fund. Don't forget we have a challenge going out right now, and I have a long weekend next weekend, so maybe we can go somewhere close by. I don't know. Urban. I'm just gonna call you Urban. Yeah, it was a very different Chiang Rai. Ross says I did put it out yesterday. Cool, I'll check it out, man. Prince says sorry, accounts got switched. It happens. Alan says just talked with my attorney in Pattaya about the visa situation. He figures after all the paperwork, about 2,000 USD when they open up. Really? Wow. I think I'll just stay here in Thailand for a while. Yes. I can't wait to visit places like that, Ross. It's a good point, man. Prince says it was different in Chiang Rai. Not many people were wearing. Yeah, I heard about that. Ross said the same thing. And then we had a little incident that's currently going on. We've already talked about it, so we don't have to talk about it again. But up there right now, there's a potential safety issue. I'm not going to say it is a safety issue. I'm going to say it's a potential safety issue. And let me get my phone onto some good internet here because when the PayPals came in before, it took forever for them to come in. And I want to get the right setting. There we go. Now, maybe if there's stuff that needs to come in, it'll come in. I don't know. So in here in Bangkok, to your point, Prince, and Ross made the same point earlier. It's kind of hit and miss, to be honest with you. It's hit and miss. Some people are, some people aren't. It just is what it is. Alan says, I think I will go to the DR in January. Brother, I'm going to tell you something. If I could go anywhere and get back into Thailand with no problems, that's where I would go, the Dominican Republic. I've been watching videos on Belize, which is very expensive. I think it's going to be out of my price range. But I've been watching videos on Belize, the DR, Panama, and certain parts of Mexico. So, yeah. Mango Sticky Rice says it's Father's Day today in Thailand for any festivities going on. Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. Mango. I've not heard anything about that. Guys, if you enjoyed the content, please hit the thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. And I also want to thank those guys who have contributed monetarily to the travel fund, as we would like to go somewhere over the when I say we, I mean us, the everybody. Of course, I'll bring it to you virtually, but would like to go somewhere for the 4-day weekend coming up. Now, I do have 2 days already planned out, which I'm still going to make a couple videos on, but those are going to be talking head videos. And then after that, I would like to get out because I'll have Friday night and Saturday night that I could go somewhere around near here that's not too far away. Don't really want to go back to Pattaya yet. I want to give it a little while to see what happens down there. That's kind of what I'm doing, is keeping check on like what's the businesses that are opening and closing and what's going on. But I think going to a different place, somewhere maybe just a little bit north of Bangkok. There's a few places that I've recently been introduced to by colleagues and other people, Ross, and I think even Prince has mentioned a few, and others of you have mentioned a few as well that I would like to go explore for a day or so. That would be interesting, very interesting. Ewan, how are you, buddy? Hi, Jay. Have to look at repeat. Got in late. Have a great weekend, mate. No worries, man. No worries. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it, bro. Ross, question. Mr. Steve Banfield, who I trust very much, who is a very honest person, dealt with AIA, our insurance company, to get a visa package. He was unable to do so, and apparently got I don't want to use the wrong word here. Not done right. Let's say not done right. I told everybody that I've never had a problem with AIA. I didn't know they were in the visa business. Did you? That's a legitimate question because Ross says, "Great city. We visited Nakhon Sawan. If they had an ocean, I could live there." I hear you. He's talking about his up north trip. And oh my God. I'm glad you guys had you and your wife had a good time up north because that's a place that I'll probably, have on my next 2-week vacation. Ross says, like all companies, depends on your agent. Good point. Good point. Very good point. Very good point. Have to check more into that and see what. Really, I'll talk to Steve offline and see if I can get some more information on that. Ewan says they have an ocean every time it floods, Ross. That's not funny, but it is. I mean, the way you said it's funny. We drove 3,000 kilometers in 10 days. Wow. And I understand up around those parts up north, if you're going to travel in Thailand domestically, you're going to need a car because it's a lot of there's not a lot of motorbike places to rent and that kind of thing. I suppose you could do a motorbike tour and start in Bangkok and just ride your way up and stay at other places. Ross says the downtown is happening. I like that. That's awesome. That's cool, man. No way I drive in those mountains. I didn't mind driving a motorbike in the mountains when I was in the Philippines because when we would go to Baguio, that was quite a substantial lift in elevation. I can't remember exactly how high it was, but I had to click 125, and it didn't kill itself going up there, so it was all good. And I thought it was interesting. I thought it was very interesting. So, as far as everything else goes, guys, just remember if you're applying for any kind of visa to come into Thailand, I think this is the biggest thing that people need to know and understand is you're going to have the right kind of insurance to come in, plus your ASQ 14 days, which is actually 15 days. You need to plan that. And again, for those people that don't have, an excess amount of money laying around, and for those people that really want to be able to spend their 60 days, or you can extend it by 30 days. So if you get a total of 90 days, if you really want to spend your 90 days enjoying and touring around Thailand, you might want to wait until Q2 of 2021. Ross said the drive through the Chiang Dao Wildlife Sanctuary was so much fun, just like driving to Pei in the north. Ewan says Baguio is about 5,200 feet. That sounds right. Ewan. Robert Mack says, good morning, Jeremy. Good morning to you, Robert Mack. It is good to see you in the chat, brother. I appreciate it. Ty Guy Bryce says, I drove my girlfriend's car while in Karat, was fine, felt confidence build up, tried in Bangkok, lasted about 2 hours, then jumped in passenger seat. I don't blame you. I drive a NMAX through Bangkok traffic every day, and it's just one of those things you get used to. You just come to terms with it. Like, I'm either going to get smashed between cars or I'm not. That's kind of how it happens. So anyway, I want to thank my moderators, and I want to thank the people in the chat. I want to thank the people in the chat for all the good information that was helped being passed along during this live stream today. Very, very helpful. Thank you so much. I would also like to say a big thank you to my monetary contributors through PayPal and through Super Chat today. That was very, very nice of you guys, and we will see if we can put that to use come next weekend. We'll try for sure. Where are you at on PayPal? $40. We were trying to hit the 100. Actually, Robert threw out a challenge, stuck. He said if you were in, if we hit 100, he would match it with 20. So I'm figuring to get out and go on a 2-day excursion. Somewhere decent, somewhere I can take a not necessarily a taxi, but at least a minivan, something that's a little bit faster. Need around $200, and then 200, 250, something like that. That would probably get the job done. And then I would have that much more travel content, because I have a ton of videos, guys, just waiting to be. Some I have waiting to be published. Some I have, like I already said, I have 6 videos in the Pattaya series already done. They just need to be edited, and they can be published. I've got tons more content from Krabi. I got more content than just the series I'm making in Pattaya. I've got some other videos from there. I got a lot of content that I'm going to be editing this weekend and putting out. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll have a live stream tomorrow between 8:30 and 9. And it may just be a Q&A, or it could be if I find something out very interesting today, tonight, that kind of thing. I will let you guys know, and we will have a live stream tomorrow. I probably will not announce the live stream earlier, because I don't want it to take up another one of my 3 slots in 24 hours. So just know, channel members, I'll send you a message with the time on it, and in the Facebook group, I'll put the time there as well. So you guys will know what time we'll be on. If anybody wants to come on as a guest tomorrow on StreamYard, just message me and let me know, and we can talk about whatever you guys want to. So on your way out, let's see. Robert Max says, Jeremy, when you hooked up Super Chat, did you have to read many paragraphs of Google's documents? Yes, I did. And there's the PayPal link. Thank you, Robert. And thank you for throwing out the challenge. I appreciate it, bud. Griffin, take care, man. I really appreciate your contribution, and appreciate you being a part of the channel. And that goes for everybody. On your way out, if you feel like making a contribution, do your thing. And what Stuck says, I'll match the next $20 so we can get JC out doing more life. Well, that okay. So we're not going off yet. We got to wait on 20 more to come in, which is fine with me, because it's a beautiful day in Bangkok, and I have plenty of time today. The only thing I have to do is edit. So I think the housekeeper's coming by today to do something for free. Like, she didn't get finished with everything last week, so I don't know. We'll see who comes through with that 20. Stuck. Somebody will. I just don't know who it'll be. And we'll see what happens. That'll get somebody kicks in 20, that'll put us at around just below, we'll call it 60, and your 20 will be 80. So we'll be we'll be closing in on being able to get out and do more stuff. And I really want to be able to get out. I really want to be able to buy the lavalier, the Rode audio mic. I really, really, really want to be able to buy that mic, because audio is something that is getting on my nerves when it comes to making my videos. Like, I really want the audio to be good. Audio videos that have good audio in them tend to last much longer. I tend to get more views. So we'll see what happens. You just never know. So I'm pretty confident about being able to do that at some point in time. Coming home from vacation and not having any, I think I had, when I started today, it was like $25 or something in the travel fund. I haven't seen it that low in so long. It was like, wow, that was awesome. That we spent the money and we're going to get the content for it. Lyle says, you've been talking about that mic a couple months. Yes, I have. And the problem with that, Lyle, is it's about $300 US. So that's why I've been talking about it a couple months. We talked about getting a new camera for 6 or 7 months before I actually got one. But I got one. And you are currently seeing the fruits of that labor as you watch the videos, not this video, but the videos that are coming out as to when I went on vacation, etc., that kind of thing. So it was all good. It was all good. I don't believe that anybody's gonna throw that 20 in stuck. So maybe save it for tomorrow. See if we can get something rolling then. Or whatever you want to do, brother. But I don't want to keep this live stream rolling, or is that might have just been something. I don't know. Something came down. There it is. Hang on, there's a $5 PayPal. Good going, Jeremy, it says, and I won't put the name up there, but it's a $5 PayPal. Good going. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. Every PayPal helps for sure. Pampon, hello, Pampon. Good to see you. I hope you are having a good day. We are, Pampon is my Thai friend, or one of my Thai friends. But I think we're going to bail out on this live stream before it gets to an hour, because I don't want to keep it too long. And we have done a good job of keeping it topic centric up until this point, and I'm hoping that will help with the YouTube algorithm. And perhaps this is a video that you might want to share with people. Sharing is definitely promoting DoMoreLife for sure. So with that being said, I'm not going to hold you guys up anymore. I love you guys. Thank you for the monetary contributions. Thank you for all the words of wisdom, and thank you for being a part of the conversation. Thank you for stopping by, for one. Always appreciate you guys, and love you, mean it. I will see those of you that can make it tomorrow. We'll have a different topic, and I don't know what that will be, but we'll find something to talk about for sure. So with that being said, thank you to all the monetary contributors. I just want to say that one more time, because I really, really, really appreciate you guys for doing all that. Edwin says, see you then. Sounds good. Roger, take care, bro. Stuck, take care. Robert, take care. Ross, Prince, and everybody else. Ewan, Lyle. I'm sure I missed a few people, but thanks everybody. As Stuck in Florida says for joining the live stream. I hope your deer meat is real good, by the way, Stuck. You should wait. You don't have any social media, but you should find a way to put some pictures up. Anyway, everybody take care. Love you. See you tomorrow. Whatever you do today, be sure you do more life.